It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So we're still live on location in Reno, Nevada. Yesterday, I did 3 things. Ow. 4 things. I just shocked myself, so now it's 4. Alright. So the first thing I wanted to do when I got up was earn my keep here at the Sand, so I didn't have to play here anymore. And I went looking for a machine. Now, when I was here last time, they had the 9.6 jacks or better in dollars, and I went to go play them. Well, these people were playing the machines that I thought they were, and so I couldn't check to see whether they were there. Well, the way it works is I basically put $100 aside for each day that I'm here for the hotel I'm staying at to earn my keep. Because if I lose $100 a day, but the hotel room is free or discounted, I figure it balances out. And sometimes I win, and then I'm not really paying for anything. So I'm here for 5 nights. So I said, okay, here's $600 that I'm ready to lose, and I'm going to go lose it playing video poker, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll win, and everything will be fine. Well, that didn't happen this time, but that's okay, because I'll get really good offers next time, because I got a lot of action. So I couldn't find the machine I was looking for, but they have the all-star poker machines here, which is basically, it's got about 10 or 15 different kinds of games on it, including Super Times Pay, which they had 8-5 bonus poker, 10-play Super Times Pay in dollars. So that's almost as good as jacks or better in terms of payout. So, and it's Super Times Pay, I never get to play that. So, alright. $60 a spin, $600 shouldn't take very long, and it almost was the case. I was down to my last $70 when I started finally getting things. I got it all the way back up to $745, and I said if I get to 1,000 I'll stop, and I didn't. That was as high as I got, and I got all the way back down to 0. And I said, well, how many points did I get? Well, I got 8,000 points. Well, 8,000 points is a lot, and that pretty much guarantees I will have a free room the next time I'm here. So hooray for that. Now I don't have to play here anymore. I got other gambling coupons when I checked it. I got a $5 bonus for playing poker in the poker room. They call the poker room Mom's Poker Room. And the spokesperson guy for the Sands dresses up like a woman in the picture because he's being Mom. And I said, well, you know, buy in for $35 and get 40. I said in the 3-6 game I will still buy it for 120, and I should have bought it for 115. I wasn't thinking. So I got 125 for my 120. And the table was shorthanded. It was shorthanded almost the entire time. We never had more than 7 players, and for a while we only had 3. The poker supervisor decided to be a shill, and so he sat there and played with us. I have a lot of nice things to say about the poker room at the Sands Regency. The one thing that I don't like about the Sands Regency poker room is that you are allowed to smoke in it. And that's very unusual in this day and age. But the silver lining of that, or really I guess it's a smoke-colored lining, is shitty poker players from all over come to the Sands to play poker because they can smoke there. So if you sacrificed your health for 4 hours, you've got a good chance of making some easy money, because they're just there to smoke and they happen to be playing poker. And that's basically what happened yesterday. Now luckily, only the person on my right was smoking, and if I had sat somewhere else I wouldn't have been near any smokers at all. But I really like seat 5 at a 9-seat table because I'm facing the dealer and the cards are right in front of me, so no one can see my eyes when I'm looking at them. They can only see that I'm looking at them. So to avoid that, I always look at the player to act first when the flop hits. I don't look at the board until it's my turn to act, because the flop's not going to change, but the reaction to the flop by other players will. So I won like 3 hands in the first 10 minutes, and it didn't stop from there. I cashed out with $231 after I bought it for 120. Plus, so I got the $5 bonus. I won 101, and I tipped out $1. So plus 105 with the coupon there, and about 4 hours of work. So that was good. And then I had a $5 match play that I decided to use in blackjack. So the single deck and double deck games at the Sands, you can only double down at 9, 10, and 11, but it's deceptive because they also say when you double down, an ace only counts as 1. So I looked at that and said, oh, that means if I double down on a soft hand, I shouldn't, because if I have a soft 17, I double down and get a 4, it's just an 11. Well, that's not what it means at all. because you can't double down on a soft 17. I said, why do you even say that? And they said, well, because If you have an ace and an 8 and you double down, and you get, then it counts as 1. So in other words, if I have an ace and an 8 and I double down, which I shouldn't do anyway, and I get a deuce, I have 11, not 21. But the only reason you would double down on a soft 19 is that you know that the count is really positive and there's a lot of deuces, like none of the deuces have come out. If all 4 deuces are left in the deck and there's only that much in the deck left, and the dealer's got a 5 or a 6 showing, it's a positive play to double down on soft 19. One, because you're probably going to win anyway because the count's so positive. And 2, if you get a deuce, that's 21. Now, most of the time you're going to win that double down because the dealer has a 5 or 6 showing. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're going to get a deuce and get 21. But yet, despite that, they decided to create this rule which really only confuses people and might add maybe 0.03% to the house advantage. I don't think it's worth it because it just makes them look bad for having another rule. So I don't understand. I don't really think that's a good idea. But they've been doing it now for over a year, and no one seems to complain. I don't think anyone even knows about the rule because you don't really notice it. And you can't double down on soft hands anyway, well, except for like a soft 19. So it is what it is. I guess if you had a soft 20, you could double down and get an ace, and it would count as 11 as well. No, but that ace would be the 11, so then you'd have 21 still. So I don't know. I don't understand. But if you double down soft 19 and got an ace, you would have 20 because the ace would count as 11. It only comes into play when you have a soft 19, you double down, and you hit a deuce. Now, how often does that happen? It never happens. So I thought that was kind of dumb. So I finished that, and then I ate in the buffet at the Sands, which it used to be steak night every night. Now they have themes. Monday is New Orleans night. And so there's families everywhere, and I know I already put this on my Twitter on joelshitshow.com, but you get it here too. So there's families in there, and it's a family atmosphere. It's a buffet for crying out loud, right? So it's the same music they play in the casino that they play in the buffet. So what song are they playing? You in Your Hand by Pink. Great to play with the overmixed lyrics that are easy to hear. So the whole point of the song is the lyrics. Even I hear the lyrics in front of families with small children. I thought it was awesome. I don't even feel bad for those parents because they're in a casino to begin with. But it was funny, trust me on that. The buffet is alright. The buffet at the Sands isn't really that bad. It's not as good as a super buffet, but it gets the job done. And you know, it was $7.50. What do you want for $7.50? That's a pretty good deal. When I'm at home and I want all-you-can-eat pizza, I have to pay $8. And it's just pizza. Here, they didn't have pizza, but they had all this other stuff. And the desserts were actually pretty good. They called it a brownie sundae. It's not a brownie sundae. It's a little brownie, like the size of like, I don't know, like one of those little brownie bites, and then they put chocolate mousse with raspberries in it, and then they put another brownie bite on top, and then they put whipped cream on top, and then they put a cherry on top. So it's like that tall. And they're just sitting there, you know, they had this chocolate mint. It wasn't cheesecake, and it wasn't like a cream pie either. It was some kind of dessert. It was another mousse, but it was like a mousse you poured into a pie shell. So that was good. They had chocolate-covered strawberries, you know, out of season, so they weren't ripe, but so what? I mean, for December, that chocolate-covered strawberries in Reno for $7.50? Are you kidding me? So I recommend it. You should check it out. So really, I guess the only issue at the Sands Regency I have that's like legitimate is smoke in the poker room. But then the poker players would not be so sucky, and then I would lose money. So it's a balancing act. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email Joel at joelshitshow.com. I need one of those Carl's Cards remotes. Gotta walk all the way over here.